Hey there, and welcome to Throw Up Thursday. I'm your host, Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc.
Okay, welcome to Throw Up Thursdays, where you can come, barf your problems, and leave feeling a whole lot better. I am Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc, and I will be joined any second by one of our guests at Unorthodox Inc., Olivia, one of our peer coaches. Dude, this song has been in my head. How often can you say erasure is what's in your head? Harmony, dude,
I love the energy.
In the weirdest place since this full moon. I have been waiting to have this live right here.
Yeah.
Because all I've been listening to before this is this weird Sinead O'Connor rabbit hole.
Amazing.
Awesome. What? Now I got too high. I thought I was gonna get it just perfectly.
It'll always be a little bit off, I think.
Damn it.
Because that's the way that Instagram likes to treat us.
So, we talked a little on our coaching call about the moon thing.
We did. And I have a question about it, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. And I told you, I mean, everybody's talking about this full moon. Everybody wants to go so hole up and all of it. Oh my God, dude, I cannot listen to that song, Black Boys on Mopeds by Sinead O'Connor without falling.
Oh my God.
It's so brutal. First of all, anything Irish is going to take you there.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much. It's not like happy-go-lucky songs, it's really oh.
Yeah.
You know the song I'm talking about?
Yeah. Phoebe Bridgers did a cover of it, so I know that. She did it with me. Phoebe Bridgers, a singer that I really like.
Oh.
Did a cover of it.
So you've never heard the Sinead O'Connor?
I think I have. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I know that I was got in a hole one night where I was watching that, and then I think I watched her version. And did she do it on SNL?
Yeah, I think she did.
And that's the one time when she was like,
then she ripped the thing.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Yes, I did watch that. She's sick as hell. The only song I know really well is the Nothing Compares to You, which is,
I mean, that was a huge hit.
I
remember watching that. Oh, this is going to date me now. I remember watching that Saturday Night Live the night it was on when she ripped up that picture of the Pope, who's a real enemy. And it was such a big deal, dude. People lost their fucking minds over that shit.
It's sick. It's
yeah.
So sick. That's people weren't doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, yes, because you were around.
Yeah, I remember it.
People just weren't doing that
yesterday.
In the 90s. Yeah. There was no controversy. Nothing was hard in the 90s.
No,
right.
Not at all.
Not compared to now, anyway. No controversy of any kind. Yeah. Yeah. It was smooth sailing in the 90s.
Everything's always been perfect.
Yes. Well, I must say, the Chicago house scene was sick back in the 90s. So I do dream about that. Shout out to DJ Psycho Bitch. I know you're on this, so you are still one of my faves of all time.
DJ Psycho Bitch that's amazing.
Oh my God, she's so rad.
That's so cool.
Follow her on Facebook. She does live shit with
Word.
So great. She spins. Oh my God, that is old school Chicago house that we used to dance to all the time, all night. So miss those days. God, I miss dancing so bad. I miss live music so bad. Oh my gosh. Do you follow Eli's Smile High?
No, I don't follow them.
Oh my gosh.
They're doing a thing though, right? They're live stream shows or something?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I mean,
it's not the same though.
No, it's not. Nothing's the same.
And then I always feel so all right, but you have to validate the fact that like you miss what it used to be, and also like remember, like be grateful that there's still things that are cool.
Yeah. I mean,
But I also just want to complain about, I just miss being in a sweaty crowd and like, oh God, like having to like elbow your way. And
mosh pit.
oh my God. You know what I miss the most?
Get my jaw dislocated by elbow in the pit.
I miss going to the bathroom at like a concert, like or at a club, and the girls are all really drunk and everyone's being so nice and like, oh my God, I love you.
I love your lipstick.
So cute. And like being like, I'm in love with you. You are a great human being. I'll never see you again, but we have connected on a level that I will never connect with anybody else. Like, I'll think of you every step of the way.
That is fun. I love your energy on the dance floor. Thanks.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I miss it.
I know. We should have some sort of like on the street dance party before they shut everything down again.
We got 48 days until, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's another. It's by county, but Alameda's in it. A stay-at-home thing.
Are we sheltering in place already again?
I don't know if it's like regional
curfew.
shutdown.
Yeah,
there's already a curfew, but it's basically, I think we're supposed to stay at home and not gather with people unless it's like a protest or
unless it's a whole bunch of people in one place. Okay, got it. All right then. All right.
Who even? Oh yeah.
Everybody just like stay safe, okay? We are giving you great vibes. We feel you. We miss you. We miss Feels on Wheels.
Oh my God.
Wheels too. That's not till January now. Oh my gosh. That's the closest thing we got to Feels on Wheels.
Yeah.
So all right, let's do it. What do you got for me?
Start with the moon since we're kind of on that subject.
Okay.
So what are some physical and mental effects that can go along with the full moon?
You know, I was just talking about this because it's so woo to talk about the moon and how it affects us and blah, blah, blah. I mean, even though like the moon moves the tides and we're made of water, I mean, come on, there's got to be something. But I was telling somebody recently, I can't remember who that was, that even like the medical field, like the MDs who don't go for anything that's like feminine or seen as feminine energy, you know, nothing woo at all. Even they are starting to gather information and data on the effects of the moon. And I remember when we were little and my parents worked in the ER, they'd be like, I got to work tonight and it's a full moon. Like way back, you know? And so it's sort of like one of those understood things in an ER setting, especially. And lunatic, like, I don't know. It's something that everybody, I think, kind of believes but doesn't talk about. If it moves the ocean, it probably can move us a little bit, right?
We have water in us.
I figure. So, how does it affect? Okay, I am not even close to an expert on this. All I know is that for me, after a full moon, I like to fucking chill and not be around people for a couple of days. I'm not saying I get to do that.
Yeah.
Certainly didn't do that this week. Even after this moon, which I told you one of my coaches was calling the like no bullshit moon.
Yeah.
It has knocked, she put some post up yesterday that was like, I'm really struggling. And it's like 200 comments of me too, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling that too. And, you know, like everybody's crying or like wishing they could cry or feeling like they got to cry on deck. You know, there's something was in the air.
Yeah.
And it's Thursday. That was like in the middle of the night, Sunday night, Monday morning.
I'm still feeling it. I'm still feeling this like heaviness and like, I was like, man, I feel like there's like something sitting on my shoulders. Like like it's really taking me more physical effort just to get out of bed and do regular stuff. And I just want to like hug myself. I'm just feel so tender.
Yeah. And do that then.
Yeah.
You know, whatever makes you feel better. I think it's the collective unconscious.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, of course, Allie.
Yeah.
Super tuned in. Yeah, there is something Like, I think it's the world. And there's something, I mean, you guys are learning so many ways of opening up with the emotional intelligence skills. Like, I watch you, you're all like becoming, you know, all your armor's falling away. So we're going to feel things a whole lot. And you guys are big feelers anyway, as am I. And there was something I read yesterday about, I picked a moon card out of one of my decks, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It is the moon. This is what, and it said something about like you're part of the stream of the world, like the collective unconscious. So like swim like a fish in it. Like just try to get with the rhythm of all that energy instead of bracing against it. And I think that's true. You don't even, whether you're talking about the moon or not, like with emotions, what do we talk about? Like urge surfing. And we talk about metaphors of water and flow and obstacles being a rock and you're the river. You gently go around it. You don't, what are you doing here, rock? Get the hell out of my way. Like, ridiculous. But that is what we do all the time. This shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be challenged right now. Things shouldn't be difficult. I'm a good person. I should live a carefree life. Where now, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
When do we get so butthurt about just obstacles in life? Like, there's a weird entitlement and whininess to that that is so easy to fall into right now, dude. Oh.
Yeah, because you're just like, I can't handle one more thing.
Yeah, right. And really what's under that is not the can't, it's the I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Everybody's in the shouldn't have to because shit's so hard right now. Yes. Yeah. There's so many waves of and levels of hard right now. And that's true. That's true.
And who's going to say like, you're right. It's like, it sucks. Like, you know, it's so easy to just be like, get stuck in righteous anger about it.
And I mean,
and it creates more suffering to
if you
go straight at a rock.
Yes. You know?
Goddamn rock. Yeah.
You shouldn't be here. I'm already dealing with COVID. I mean, Jesus.
Still, I was having that. I was like, well, I guess it's just not in my control at all. And it's like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. What? Why are you back to thinking it might be? We already know this.
With my mind, I could make a virus that is taking over the whole world go away. Just by me going, you're getting in the way of my plans.
I like the huff.
How rude.
Pissy. Did I even answer the question?
I mean, kind of, yeah. I think we're all feeling like a heaviness, a slowdown maybe, which could also go with the going into winter.
And please do that. Slow down, hole up, light the fires or fake fire on the TV, whatever the hell, candles, like take baths, do whatever the hell makes you feel cozy. Dude, shut up. I merely need a sip of water, you pain in the ass.
It's my favorite joke, even though it's not a good one. It started off as a joke.
At all?
Not at all. It's really not a good one. And but
maybe you want to nix that from your repertoire? What do you think? Jesus.
That seems a little self-harming, maybe.
I mean, maybe. All right, my God, this is going off the rails. What's the next one?
Okay, next one. So I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was talking to her about like the distinction between thoughts and feelings. And it went good. She was excited, but we ended up getting this like conversation where like, because certain things seem like hide as if they are a feeling because they don't have the like, I feel like. Anyways, my question is
no, I'm not trying to hurry you. What's an example of that?
Oh, so instead of saying like, people often go, I feel like you're ignoring me, which is not a feeling, that's a thought.
Right.
But something that's tricky could be like, oh, I feel like, or I feel abandoned. I feel like that's been a tricky one.
Yeah.
Where it seems like it might be an emotion, but it's really a judgment.
Yeah. And do you know how to explain why that is?
Because you're interpreting someone else's actions. It's not about what you're feeling.
Oh, that's so good. Good job. Yeah, we can't guess at other people's intentions without then confirming it with them. Mm-hmm. Like abandoned, attacked is one. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like anybody's ever said that to me.
Yeah.
I feel so attacked right now. I'm like, no, I'm not attacking you. Attacked is not a fucking feeling. That's like
I feel
a way of backing me off. Mm-hmm. Like that's not, no. We argue with that. And even the, what was the first one that you said? I feel like what?
You don't like me, or you don't want to be around, or something. I don't know.
Oh, it was better than that though.
I don't remember. It's like gone from my brain.
Okay, that's dude. I'm the last one to throw stones in that department. Ooh, I wish I could get it though, because that one's even, you got two tricky ones is the point, which is useful. And the second one that we did is much more tricky. I feel abandoned. I feel attacked. I feel even like you're not listening to me. Mm-hmm. But, or understood is one too, or heard or seen.
Yeah.
And safe. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, so my question for the word is rejection. Is that a feeling, or is that a judgment?
That's a great one. I know you know this, but not everybody knows this. And that is that when somebody has gotten themselves in the healthy habit of naming emotions and actually using emotion words, I let stuff slide. I'm not as like nitpicky because they've already changed the habit. Mm-hmm. So with someone like you, as long as you don't say good or I feel good, I feel bad, not even close to feelings. If you said I felt rejected, I would probably let you continue. Mm-hmm. Now, if I was dealing with someone new, I might not do that because it's probably part of a pool of spewing thoughts.
Yeah.
Laced with, masquerading as feelings. So, rejected, I usually, that's one of those fence ones. Like I usually let that one go and then revisit it. Meaning I would say, if you think you're being rejected, how would that make you feel? Because rejection is one that's a little tricky because that could be sad, mad, or scared. So it's worth more digging anyway.
Yeah.
So what did you have something you wanted to say about that?
Well, yeah, when we were talking about it, we got really nerdy about it. And I was like, we were talking about how it's like those tricky feeling thoughts are like an umbrella, and then underneath it talk about like the feelings that go along with that word.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought of it in my mind, I was imagining like, in math, like the 9 lines. And it's like, this was something that my dad used to teach me with math, where it was like the 7's house, and then each fact of the like 7 times 1, 7 times 2 is a room in the 7's house. Oh, so cute. And then you could do the 9 lines on your fingers so you had like an image to look at.
Wow.
Yeah, very smart. It was like this whole thing that he learned to do. But I was imagining like the abandonment house and what feelings live in there. To get more like concrete at what you're feeling and why it's really important to distinguish thoughts and feelings so that you can validate your feelings.
Yeah. And abandonment, I think, is tricky for adults. Even young adults. Let's say, abandonment, isn't that like doing too much? Like, can an adult really be abandoned? That's like something that goes with someone tiny and like a baby, and like is isolation a feeling? See, that's one of those fence ones too. That one's, I would say to people, I'm pretty sure that one is actually listed in the DBT words under, and this is what I would want to say to this person. Do you know who this is?
Yeah, it's my friend Bella. Hey, Bella.
Okay, so if you think you are isolating, or I don't want to say anymore because I'm going to like spill the beans, what feelings do you think would go? I mean, if we're in the isolation house, then what are the feelings that go with your isolation? That's where I would go with that. I have two big hitter guesses, but I kind of want to wait for Bella and see what they say on that one.
What's in the house?
Yeah, keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
So I like the house thing. Everybody, I am a stickler in the beginning, but it's about breaking a habit. And once the habit is broken, like nerding out is just fun. However, policing yourself or definitely others who have not taken DBT, that annoys them. Unless they're having fun with it, whatever. It can be kind of a game. And a lot of people, everybody that's taken it does that game with people. It's just, are you like weaponizing new information or whatever?
Yeah.
So what, Bella? Are you gonna give us one or what? I don't want to feed it to you. I wanted to give you. I love all things in quiz form. So this is actually an actor there. Yeah. Sadness is the big hitter there. I would say loneliness is probably in there as well. But yes, anything in our sad house probably goes with isolation, including the word isolated is probably actually in there. I'm tempted to just open my workbook, which is right there. But I'm not going to. I'm going to stay on the camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice job, Bella. Good work.
That's a good question.
Right. We got
cool. Nice. That was fun. I was excited to talk about that one with you. It gets into like theory kind of, which feels like delightfully nerdy.
Although you can't do that with DBT without actually practicing, which I love. Like even if you're nerding out and talking about it there, you're still training your mind. It's still of practical usage, which makes me love it so much.
And it's like it's a thing that you constantly keep learning. Like I've taken it, I don't even know how many times at this point.
Yeah.
And I've learned something new or something sinks in a different way each time I take it.
Yeah, dude. I've been teaching it since 2004. Things are still revealing themselves.
I'm so excited to teach my thing.
Oh, so rad.
Yeah.
You picked a hard one too. I mean, how many times have we talked about opposite action here? Yes, Olivia will be teaching on the next coaching call on Tuesday. Maybe we'll get some clips from that.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll show them.
I'm so juiced.
It's another Astrid thing.
Okay. Cool. So another question from Astrid. Okay. So she says, I've noticed when I get a COVID test, I feel really stressed and anxious and scared until my results come back. How do how do I balance letting go of that anxiety without invalidating my feelings / stuffing?
How do I what?
How do I balance letting go of that anxiety without invalidating my feelings / stuffing?
I flip those. That's. I mean, you do validate. You definitely validate, but you don't do the churn. You don't go, oh, because I'm scared, I probably have it. That's like perverting validation by predicting the future based on fear, which is usually about the future and the unknown of it. First of all, that's so easy to validate. Of course you're going to be scared.
Yeah.
You're gonna be more scared having taken the test than not taking the test.
I've had that before.
Like, it's on my mind now.
Where I take the test and then I'm like, I wish I didn't take it. I don't want to know.
Right.
Like,
oh, right. That is another thing we do. Right.
Yeah.
We want to retroactively take it back because now it's in the forefront of our brain. And that's what Astrid's actually asking right here is like, when I've brought it to the front burner of the brain, when it was hanging out here before the test, how do I cope with that? And in general, the answer is distress tolerance skills. I would advocate for distraction. Occupy your mind on something productive because the mind is always active. I mean, even when you're sleeping, your mind is active. So discipline yourself to move your attention to something productive. Pick a mantra. I'm as healthy and happy as I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
I take care of myself. So who cares if it's like predictively not factual yet? Whatever brings your anxiety down, you know, a little chest pat, breathing exercise. However, I think that it's going to just keep being on your mind, something like that, until you get the results. And I think that that is a really natural response. So occupying your mind on, you know, maybe you carry your favorite poem around with you, and you just, every time you're anxious, you read the poem out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Occupy your brain on something soothing, on something healthy, on something happy, joyful, something funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a dispeller of anxiety. However, you're gonna probably just have to keep repeatedly doing that until you get the results of your test, I'm sorry to say.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those situations that has pain in it, and the best we can do is not cause suffering on top of the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and when those situations occur, when like pain is as good as it gets, it's real easy to get to self-pity land there.
Yeah.
I urge you to let that go, because that is a form of suffering. You're nodding. What do you want to say?
Oh yeah, I'm just that feeling like fuck it, like this is the best it's gonna get and it still sucks. Like fuck that.
Yeah. And with practice, I have found that I find those situations funny even when I'm in them.
Yeah.
When I have this like realization, like with using the core mindfulness skills, I'm able to notice that, one, I'm doing a hell of a job not adding suffering.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already a cause for celebration of my skill set. And that, wow, the best this situation gets is shitty. Oh my God. Like, that's
Sick.
funny.
Hell yeah.
That's funny, you know, and life has fucking pain sometimes. Like, it's not avoidable. That just is. And the sooner we accept that reality, and I don't mean ragdoll into it, the acceptance of reality might still do something about it. However, fighting with the reality is going to cause suffering 100% of the time. So there's no point to that other than self-harming or just like lacking skills in emotional intelligence. So I like to laugh at it because it is funny.
Yeah. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yuck.
I'm in a little bit of like a grieving place right now, so I just feel like that teenagery, like, this sucks. I hate this.
See that on your face, actually.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the season. And I think Thanksgiving kind of usually like opens that door, and it's the 10th year. So.
Oh, wow.
And then just like things are different. I don't get to have I'm catching that. I told you there's like a harumph in it. Yeah, man. It just like, it's sad. I'm sad, and I'm kind of pissed about it.
And I think you ought to be. I hate to do this to you. Since we're on a live, can you say why? Because not everyone.
Oh, yeah. My dad died.
Well, that went smoothly. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Dude.
This is for the ad, I think, actually. Oh, yeah, hi, my name's Olivia, and I have a dead dad.
I'm so hot now. I swear to God, John is laughing his ass off right now. He thinks that's fucking funny.
Fuck.
Oh my God, dude, and he'd be so goddamn proud of you. He'd be watching these every week. He'd probably be giving you fucking tips on how to do it better. He'd be honest.
Like, slow down and enunciate your words a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe don't swear as much.
Yeah. But that math stuff too, So, and you do know, are you able to see other years grief? Like, do you know that there's a pattern with Thanksgiving at this point with your grieving? Okay. It seemed like you did.
Yeah.
So I wanted to check, and not like that necessarily helps a whole hell of a lot, but it is normalizing of it. Like it's inherently validating to be like, yeah, the holidays make me miss my dad.
Yeah.
That's understandable. And plus he was the big cooker.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to make his latkes by myself for the first time this year. And I'm really excited. And like Thanksgiving, I made a lot of his foods for the first time.
Sweet. That's really, I think you do it right.
Yeah.
Nobody does grieving better than you. I love vodka so goddamn much. Oh my God. That's one of the best foods ever. That's in my top 5.
So good. Such like great comfort food. It makes the house smell great.
Condiments.
My mom makes applesauce every year and it's so fucking good.
I don't get the applesauce cream thing all that much, but like an olive tapenade or something. An aioli. I know, right? I know. I do it out of respect.
Yeah.
And it's good. I just want like more flavor.
I feel
sour cream? What? I don't like sour cream on anything. That just like dampens the flavor of anything. That's homemade. I wish I could come over.
I could just like throw them like frisbees as you like drive by.
Will you please take video of that? Because those are going to be delicious. You're getting to be a good cook too.
Yeah. And because normally Ethan does it. So it's like my turn to I get full reign. I get to do it. I'm really excited.
I'll tell you what though, Olivia, this, first of all, you got to tell Astrid to do this clip because you're amazing. And I really think that first of all, it takes guts to go there on a live. And your grieving is so real and it's a lesson for others. Like you're giving to others right now by opening up. And I'm so proud of you. Oh my God. No crying. We'll cry after we've made it this many times without crying out loud. You can cry, but if you cry, then I'm probably going to cry. I fancy myself a badass, so I don't really want to cry.
So lovely. I just feel very like heart squeezy and
yeah. All right. Well, I think we should wrap it up there. So sweet. And we're gonna let's talk after this, process that out.
Yeah.
But I appreciate how brave you just were. And any docs on here, you send Olivia hearts right now because damn, dude, could you tell an audience about grieving? That's a hard thing to do. That's a really difficult thing to do. And the holidays make everybody miss loved ones. And I don't know how it's gonna go either. Yeah, good job, docs. Support.
Sweet.
And, people are going to be missing people that are alive this year too, is my guess. So you're leading the way for people to grieve with honesty and dignity, and it can be done. And I've watched you do it year after year. And I think for this 10th, we should do something special. We'll do a distanced whatever, but we should do something special for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Love you, kid.
I love you too.
I'll call you in a minute. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging in there.
We'll see if Olivia actually did throw up and feel better. This might be one of those backfire situations, but we'll tell you next week.
Bye.
Get in touch with me, Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc, at drjjkelly.com.